What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We have some more news regarding the upcoming Xbox Project Scarlett and the fact that it won't have VR, or it really won't focus on VR at all. So Phil Spencer, in an interview with Steve Ear, said that VR will not play a significant role with Project Scarlett, basically saying the reasoning for it is that customers haven't been asking for it. And it sounds like as well in this interview, from what Eurogamer is saying, is he doesn't really like VR as well. Here's what he said. I have some issues with VR. It is isolating, and I think games as a communal kind of together experience. We're responding to what our customers are asking for, and nobody's asking for VR. Now, this is extremely interesting because if you remember when they released the Xbox One, they released it with you having to buy it with the Kinect originally. So that was something that annoyed a lot of people. Nobody actually asked for a Kinect 2. I mean, it was an interesting product. It did what it said it did. It didn't always work all the time, but nobody asked for them to include the Kinect 2 within the box when the Xbox One was released. And that pissed off a lot of people, not only because you had to have that, but also because it raised the price of the launch Xbox One to $499, so $100 more than the PS4. And it was a less powerful console, so they were losing on many fronts when that launched. Now, that launch wasn't a product of Phil Spencer, and ever since he's come in as the chief of Xbox, he's just had wins and more wins, and everything decision he's made has been great. Like, if you look at where Xbox is today compared to where it was in 2014 or 2013, it's insane how much it's become better and how much it's grown with all the services that they offer. To me right now, it is easily the best place to go for gaming just because of Xbox Game Pass and then the link to PC and the crossplay and the achievements crossing over and all that great stuff. To me, that's the place to go. Now, he also went on to say that another reason they don't want to get into VR is because he doesn't think there is much money in VR. So he admitted nobody's selling millions and millions of VR units. And I mean, he is correct, but I think right now, compared to when VR launched, it is a lot more mainstream. It hasn't completely become mainstream, but there are so many different headsets out there for whatever you want to do. You have the gaming ones, like the Oculus, the Steam VR, the PSVR. And then you have those like lower version ones, like the lower version Oculus ones, the ones where you kind of just like can see images and like walk around, that kind of stuff. So it is definitely coming more and more into the market, and it's getting a lot more affordable. And as soon as I think they start making most of them wireless and having them around the $500 mark with great resolution, I think it's going to become a lot more viable in the marketplace. But right now, I mean, it's not mainstream yet, although it is definitely here to stay. They keep making games for it. So like recently, the Half-Life announcement, which obviously pissed off a lot of hardcore Half-Life customers because they wanted a Half-Life 3 and they wanted a normal console/PC version of that, not a VR version. However, Half-Life Alyx was shown off and they're still making games for it. And this honestly looks like a great game. I can't lie. Half-Life Alyx looks like it's going to be a VR game worth playing. Now, if we could just get to this with these stupid ads on here all the time, but it just looks like if you just go like the graphics are like next generation for VR. The immersiveness from the gameplay that they showed with the shooting and the walking around and the looking through shelves and the hacking, this kind of stuff, it looks like it's going to be a really cool VR game. And as someone who does not have VR right now, it is something I would potentially want to try. So if they keep making experiences like this, I think more and more people are going to be bringing VR into the mainstream. More and more people are going to want to try it. And as long as they continue to reduce the price of VR, it's going to get there. But I mean, as of right now, it isn't mainstream. And Microsoft knows that. And they're not going to give people something that they don't want. They're going to focus on having the best gaming experience where you can play as many games as you want with their subscription services, where you can cross-play with your PC, with your Xbox, and potentially the Nintendo Switch, and even the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, if Sony was open to it. And just where you have a single hub with all your gaming stuff, and that is Xbox. That's what they're focusing on. I think it is really smart. I'm not disappointed that they're not going to include VR because you can get it through many other means, PlayStation or your PC. So it's not a big deal to me. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. If you're somebody who's hoping to get VR on the next Xbox, hold your breath, don't keep your hopes up because it's probably not going to be coming. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Did you want at Xbox to have VR? Would you have bought VR for Xbox? I would love to know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.